Numbers chapter 33, 1 to 56. Recounting Israel's journey. These are the stages of the people of Israel when they went out to the land of Egypt by the company under the leadership of Moses and Aaron. Moses wrote down their starting places, stage by stage, by the commands of the Lord, and these are their stages. According to their starting places, they set out from Romans and in the first month, and on the 15 days of the first month, and on the days after the Passover, the people of Israel went out triumphantly in the sight of all the Egyptians, while the Egyptians were burying all their firstborn, and whom the Lord had struck down among them, and on their gods also the Lord executed judgment. So the people of Israel set out from the Rameses and camped at Succoth, and they set out from the Succoth and camped at Etham, and which is on the edge of the wilderness. And they set out from the Etham and turned back to the Pahavam, which is east of Bay Safan, and they camped before Malto, and then set out from the before the Herfoth, and passed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness. And they went out when a 3 day's journey in the wilderness of Ehom, and came to Maha. And they set out from Maha and came to Elam, and Elam, where there was 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees, and they camped there. And they set out from the Elam and camped by the Red Sea. And they set out to the wilderness of Sin and camped to the Red Sea. Okay, let me find 11 one more time. 11. And they set out from the Red Sea and camped in the wilderness of Sin. And they set out from the wilderness of Sin. They set out from the wilderness of Sin and camped it at Darkah. And they set out from Darkah and camped to Alish. And they set out from Alish to camp it in Rephidim. And then they will no water for the people to drink. And they set out from the Recounting and camped into the wilderness of Sinai. And they went out from the wilderness of Sinai and camped it at Kerbo-Hatagwa. And they set out from Kerbo-Hatagwa and came at Hazarov. And they set out from Hazarov, came to Rihamah. And they set out from Rihamah and came to the Roman Piers. And they set out from Roman Piers and came at Laban. And they set out from Laban and came at Rasa. And they went out from Rasa and came at Kahata. And they set out from Kahata and came at Mount Shapa. And they set out from Mount Shapa and came at Hawata. And then they set out from Hawata and came to Makalu. And they set out from Maraku and came up to Tahav. And they set out from Tahav, came at Tira. And they, verse 28, and they set out from Tira and came at Makkah. And they set out from Makkah and came at Hoshama. And they set out from Moshuma, came to Moshua. And they 31. And they set out from Moshua and came at Benjur. And they set out from Benjur and came to at Hogiga. And they set out from Hogiga. And they came out at Jabaha. And they set out from Jabiha and came out at Abona. And they set out from Abugan and came out to Elijah Gaba. And they set out from Esau, Geba, and came from the wilderness of Zin, that is Kadesh, and they set out from Kadesh and came at Monhai, and remember Monhai? They complain, right? And anyway, Monhai. Do you remember this Monhai? At the edge of the land of Edom. And Aaron the priest went up to the Mount Hor at the command of the Lord and died there. See? Aaron the priest went up to Mount at the command of the Lord and died there. In the 40th years after the people of Israel had come out of the land of Egypt. So Aaron cannot make it to the promised land because okay? So on the first day of the 5th month, and Aaron was how old is Aaron when he died? Let's see. And Aaron was 123. So it's easy to remember. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Someone asks you how old did Aaron die? 1, 2, 3. 123. 1, 2, 3. So 123 years old when he died in Monhai. Okay. Where did Aaron die? 100 in Monhai. Okay. So at the Canadian, the king of Ara, who lived in the Naga, in the land of Canaan, and heard the coming of the people of Israel, they set out from the Monhai and camped at Salmona, and they set out from Salmona and camped at Punon, and they set out from Punon, right? Is it Punon? Came and Punon and came at Oboth, and they set out from Oboth and camped at La Abarum and the territory of Moab, and then they set out from the Aram and camped at the Dibon-gir, and they set out from Dibon-gir and camped at Ammon Dibaphaim, and they set out from Ammon Dibaphaim and came in the mountain of Aramim and before the Nubba, and they set out from the mountains of Arabim and came to the plain of Moab by the Jordan at the Jericho, and they camped by the Jordan of Beth Jeshimoth as far as Abel Shep in the plains of Moab. Okay, guys, I think it's finished. Before I say 56, it's not 56. Okay, I correct myself. Okay, so it's 49 only because dry out the inhabitants is from 50 to 56. So this one about recounting Israel's journey is from chapter 33, 1 to 49 is about recounting Israel's journey. I'm correcting myself, okay? So if I say it wrong, I corrected myself, okay?